What's going on, everybody? It's your pal Burrito Johnson coming at you from my car. I just got back from dinner with the family, and I figured, hey, this is probably the best time to test out how it would actually look. I think the lighting is more than adequate. What I plan on doing is actually doing out of theater reactions from my car, because I think it would just be weird to do out of theater reactions in a theater hallway somewhere. I'm not sure how they would feel about that. But I figured I would do that, and this will probably be, one way to test it out. I want to throw one out there. I didn't just get out of the theater, obviously, but there's a movie that it's kind of one of my favorites that just came out called Freaky Tales. It's an intertwining stories that takes place in 1987 Oakland, California. I think I got that date right, but it's definitely the 80s. And it deals with rap battles, mystic ninjas. Pedro Pascal is kind of in the middle of all that, plays like a hitman or a former tough guy or whatever. And there's not evil Nazis, corrupt cops. It is out there, and it's cool, and I enjoyed it. It is from the same team who did Mrs. Marvel and Half Nelson and all this stuff. I think they did a really good job, and it's one of those movies that you might have to seek out if it's still playing in the movie theaters. And I honestly think that it's worth the effort that you put into it. Drive a little further than normal to watch this in the movie theaters, because movies like these definitely need our support. I'm pretty sure this is a very independent movie. I don't think it's going to make $100 million or whatever, but it is awesome. I am definitely going to buy this on physical media when or whenever it comes out. I'm pretty sure soon. Movies aren't staying in theaters very long anymore. Movies are hitting they go to the theaters for about a week or two, and then you could just buy them on your a streaming platform somewhere. Freaky Tales. Pedro Pascal is basically front and center on the poster. I wouldn't even say he is the main character. He's there. His story is probably one of the central ones, and it actually has one of the coolest cameos that I've seen in a very long time, and it just happens to be I'm not going to give it away, but it happens to be a native Bay Area Oakland actor, or an actor from that area, which is pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that, and when I heard that voice off camera, I immediately recognized who it was. If I were to give Freaky Tales a rating, I would definitely give it a 4 out of 5. It is definitely cool. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a lot of people's cup of tea, but everybody who I've known who went to see this movie really, really enjoyed it. And I think if you kind of in the vein of Repo Man, there is supernatural undertows to this movie, but it's never addressed. And I kind of dug that. And it's really never, like, there's something going on, but it's never really fully known what it is. And I love that they did that. But again, Freaky Tales, I think in theaters now. If not, seek this movie out. I honestly think it's going to be well worth your time. Until next time, guys, it's been Burrito Johnson in the car. Keep watching movies.